Hi guys, so today we are going to discuss about what is CDP and LLDP. CDP stands for Cisco's Discovery Protocol and LLDP stands for Link Layer Discover Protocol. So CDP is the Cisco's proprietary and LLDP Link Layer Discover Protocol. LLDP is the open standard. Okay. So first we will discuss about the CDP, how CDP used to be work and what we are going to do with the help of CDP in the live production networks. So guys, CDP and the LLDP are very important tools, like very important protocols, very important protocols in the production network. So in production network, we used to have like these protocols to start troubleshooting. So now here in the switch one, this is our core switch one, and this is our core switch two, and below two switches we have access switch one and access switch two. So switch one and switch two both are the core switches, like which are going connected towards your access switches, switch three and switch four. So how it is going to be important in the production network? So let me tell you. So generally in production network, we have a wired connectivity and wireless connectivity, right? So user used to be users, like you have in your production network, in your organization. So you will have a user set, LAN users. So LAN users used to be connect with the wired connectivity. So with the help of like wired, they are going to be connect to this particular switches. So few of the users we will have like the wireless users, right? Wireless users. So they are going to connect with the help of wireless. So we require access points here, right? So here I have a access point one which is connected on access switch one, and I have access point two which is also connected to access point so switch three. So I'll take another access point here, access point three, which is connected to with your access switch, and access point 4, AP4, which is connected to this one. See here. So here we used to connect on the switch ports, right? This is our switch ports, guys. And this side, so AP side, we will have a gig port actually. We will have a gig 0. You need to remember this one. So AP side, we will have a gig 0 port. So every access point will have a gig 0 port, right? Now, see here. So all the access points are connected with your switches, right? So we used to configure here the AP configured port. So that port used to be configured as a trunk or the access. So we will allow the AP management VLAN, AP MGMT VLAN, as well as the user data VLAN. So consider here, so you are going to create a, for this management, right? So you are going to create the management VLAN. Management VLAN is 100 is your management VLAN, okay? And data VLAN is like VLAN 10 is your data VLAN. So in this particular port, so where you are exactly going to be allow this particular VLANs. So in this switch port, here you are going to be configured port as a trunk. So there you are going to allow VLAN 10 as well as VLAN 100. So with the help of VLAN 10, so the data users, like whoever trying to connect with the wireless, so that data used to be travel, and with the help of this VLAN 100, so AP used to get the IP address. So every access point need a IP address to register with the WLCs. So in our production networks, see, this is our core switches, right? The core switches are layer 3 switches. We discussed in previous classes as well. So we will have a MLS switches, multi-layer switches. So in every organization, if you have an access point, so then you will definitely have a WLC as well, wireless controller. So this wireless controller used to connect with your core switches. So this access point, so we have the access points right here. So once we get the IP address here, the help of management VLAN, so every access point will get the IP address. Every access point will get the IP address here. Clear? So this access points with the help of this IP address, and they are trying to join with your WLC. So they are trying to join with registered with your WLC. So you are going to maintain your access points from the WLC wireless controller. Clear? So consider this is your infrastructure. If you have this kind of infrastructure, right? So while now I'll tell you the live scenario troubleshooting. So how you used to get the tickets. So we have a few users sitting here, and every access point used to be broadcast a Wi-Fi rate, RF signal, radio frequency. So every access point used to broadcast. So this user is complaining that, okay, so I'm unable to get the Wi-Fi connectivity. So I used to get, sometime I used to connect on this particular access point, and after some time again I'm going to be down. So the connection is not stable. Okay, the connection is not stable. It is a intermittent. So connecting and disconnecting. So first, when I am trying to connect this particular SSID, it is connecting. So after 5 minutes, it's again disconnecting. After 5 minutes, it is again disconnecting. So this user is trying to raise a ticket with the help of IT guys. So that ticket, as a network engineer, you need to work on that ticket. So you are going to collect some MDS. You are going to collect some MDS, which means the basic information. So when you are trying to connect this particular SSID, so whichever the SSID we have, so you used to get the IP address, right? What IP address you are getting? What is your subnet mask and default gateway? And what is the SSID you are trying to be connected? So that information you are going to take from the user. So once you get the information, right? So then you are trying to identify that, okay? So what is the VLAN like? So on which VLAN user is, once the user is connected, from which VLAN the IP address is going to be assigned to this particular user. So what is the IP address? Okay. So on which access point the connection is landing. So actually, once you try to like start troubleshooting from this WLC, right? So start troubleshooting from this WLC. So you will try to know that, you will try to get the information that your user is trying to land, your user connection is landing on AP number 2. Then again you are going to start troubleshooting. Like what is the troubleshooting? So you will check this particular ports. So what VLANs are allowed here? So what is the status of the port, right? What is the status of the port? Whether the cable is up, like is this port is flapping or it is continuously up, or else. So this AP is having a, like AP used to get the power, right? So it is a PoE ports, power over Ethernet. So if it is getting the sufficient power or not, you are going to check that. Okay, how many users are connected? So is the number of users are exceed, then at that scenario also you used to get the disconnection. So that in that aspect you are going to start the troubleshooting, right? So that's why when you are troubleshooting, right? So you log in this particular switch with the help of CDP. So why I told you like this complete story means, so here exactly CDP is going to help you, right? So once you get here on which AP user is landed, so then you are trying to identify that where exactly the AP is connected. So you will use the CDP neighbor command. Okay. So with the help of show CDP neighbor, so you will get to know that where exactly this AP is connected. So from WLC you will get to know that on switch number, access switch number 3, the AP is connected. So then you will go here and you will start troubleshooting. So you are going to check the port status and the AP status, the AP's power related status, the RF signal status, and the channels as well. So this is your basic kind of troubleshooting. So at that time, you are going to check even the CDP neighbor status from here. So CDP neighbor status. So is really the AP2 is connected on this particular port. So you will get to know from this switch by with the help of show CDP neighbor command. So I'll let you know that command. First understand the concept. So once the concept is clear, right, then we can start troubleshooting. Okay. So this is how we used to do the troubleshooting generally in the production networks. So CDP is the Cisco's discovery protocol, right? So which is going to be run only on the Cisco's devices, only on the Cisco's devices. To run the CDP command here, so this should be a Cisco's access point. This should be in a Cisco's access point, and this switch also is Cisco's switch. So then only your CDP command is going to help you. So if we have here the switch is a Cisco switch, and but the access point is you have a like other OEM access points like Juniper or Nokia, right, or 40 access point. So if you have other OEM's access point, at that scenario we are going to use the LLDP command. We'll discuss that about that LLDP as well. So this is what the concept. So the concept is what the CDP is going to collect the information. Okay. So what exactly the destination device is connected? If this is a Cisco's devices, all are Cisco's. So consider in topology, whatever the topology we draw here, right? So all our devices are Cisco. So we are going to use CDP command. We are going to use the CDP command, and we will get to know that what is our destination devices. What is our destination devices? So first, I'll give you a brief theory about the CDP. Then we will discuss again. We will come to this topology and we'll discuss about this topology.